Okay, welcome to the most ridiculous video ever made in my life. And I do have a video on this channel that is about Zuko's grandmother having his mother when she was like 80 years old. That's quite the statement. Let's just say that. Okay, so the Wookiee, everyone's talking about the Wookiee, right? Everyone's talking about the Wookiee. I am more interested in trying to dissect the Hutt family tree. Okay, let's just start here because I think people are a little confused, okay? I keep seeing this article. It says, did the book of Boba Fett bring back Star Wars, the Clone Wars character? No, that was no. No. The two Hutts insist that they have a strong claim to the throne since they are part of Jabba's family, but despite being called on the chrysanthemum, black chrysanthemum, is that how you say it? Chrysanthemum, black chrysanthemum. To intimidate Fett, the twins left without getting the throne from the new daimyo. Okay, so are these from the Clone Wars? No, they're not. Okay. It isn't a huge surprise that the Hutts are determined to gain control of Tatooine, but who exactly are the twins? The appearance of the male twin has Star Wars fans wondering if Rhoda the Hutt has grown to become just as fearsome as this is not Rhoda. And we're gonna dissect this family tree, but I just want to clear the air, okay? This is not Rhoda the Hutt, okay? This is we're gonna get into it. They say in the episode that this is the cousin to Jabba, right? These are the cousins to Jabba. This is not his son and his daughter. This is his cousins. Okay, we're gonna look at the entire family tree. Okay, I used this nice website called Family Echo, and I created a little family tree. Now we're gonna examine this a little bit. Here we have Jabba, right? We're always gonna start with Jabba. So now this family is apparently called the Desigilic Tier. I don't know how the fuck to say that. It's this name family. They're like a big clan, like a big Hutt clan. The Hutts, there's like, I guess, a bunch of different families that kind of run, the Hutt Council, I guess. And the Hutt Council is basically like the rulers of Hutt space, and then they kind of act as jurisdiction, I guess, for some of these other people. And Jabba, right, was like a criminal overlord of like Tatooine, right? So that's kind of where he fits into all of this. Now, we do know kind of about his family. First of all, we know that he has a mother. And we know that he has a mother because apparently, so according to the Star Wars characters encyclopedia updated and expanded from like 2016, we got this weird bit of lore that basically said that Jabba dressed up the dancer Yarna Dal Gargan. I don't know how the fuck to say it. Star Wars. He like made her wear makeup that resembled his mother, so that tells you that he had a mother. So this is the face of Jabba's mother. Anyway, we also know that he had a father. His father is probably Zorba. Technically, it could be not Zorba because after Disney bought Star Wars, they got rid of all the Legends content, so all that stuff is not canon anymore. But apparently they were going to include Zorba into the Clone Wars, but they weren't. There were like character models created of him. And there is actually a character named Zorba, which is named in the Star Wars Smuggler's Guide, but right now we don't know if that's actually Jabba's father. But I think it's safe to say that Zorba is probably Jabba's father. Now, Zorba himself, okay, he comes from the family of the lineage of Mama and Papa. Okay, this gets really cringe. And the Clone Wars animated series, we get to see Mama, who is like the matriarch Hutt, okay, and she is the mother of Zorba Zero, and she mentions off screen that there was another brother who died sometime before the Clone Wars. And we also know that Papa exists, but he also died because, according to Zero, he died and just didn't tell his mom that his father died. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But Zero, okay, this is probably where we're going to understand who the twins are, where they come from, okay? Because we know that Jabba had a father, okay, Zorba, right? And we know that Zorba had siblings, at least two, Zero and Urbo, which are both mentioned in the Clone Wars. So it's likely that one of those two brothers are the father of Jabba's cousins, the twins, and we can't really know for sure which one it is. But if I had to guess, I would probably go ahead and say it's Zero, because Zero was the master of the Hutt clan in the Clone Wars before he died. So it would make sense that after his death, he would give over his position over to the firstborn, which could be the twins. We also know that Zero, according to Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, that Zero had a child named Hero, who by the time of the Galactic War between the Resistance and the First Order, that Hero was like a radio host that had his own radio show called the Hutt Show. I forgot what it's called. I don't know. I guess take that as you will. I don't think that's one of the twins. I think that that's a different character. Maybe that makes sense that he would be the younger brother then. I don't know. It could be also potentially that Urbo is the father of the twins. Although, I mean, we never hear about him. I mean, that could be the case. The twins do speak Huttese. They don't speak English the way that Zero in the Clone Wars speaks English. But apparently, the only reason they did that was because they were afraid that it would be confusing to children, that there was a character who was being translated or whatever, which I don't really understand how that's confusing to children, but whatever. And so they decided to use an actual English voice, and it was actually George Lucas who requested this really ridiculous voice they gave to this character. So you can thank George Lucas for yet another one of those decisions. Okay. All right. Now you might be wondering what is going on with. Okay. So we know that Jabba also had a nephew named Gorga, according to the Clone Wars, and this was later expanded on in one of the books, that Gorga the Hutt from the Clone Wars was actually Jabba's nephew. So that means that Jabba had a brother, right? And we just don't know. We don't really know who that brother is. We never hear about that brother again. So that is also another interesting kind of where the fuck are all these characters? And if you know anything about Zorba in the Legends, basically he, I guess, is kind of what happened is that he decided to like put a bounty out for Leia after Leia killed Jabba. So I don't know. That's probably not going to happen in canon. But anyway, okay. Maybe the other huge mystery to all of this, right? So we know, and I guess we can now add, okay, so we can now add the twins. We can say probably, I don't know how confidently, but we can probably say the twins are probably Zero's children, okay? Now back to Jabba. So we do know from the Clone Wars animated film that Jabba had a child named Rhoda / we call him Stinky, or Ahsoka gives him the name, designates him as Stinky. It's a little weird because we never really hear about this character again, right? And Jabba shows up again, and it's a little confusing. I'm not sure exactly, first of all, we don't know who his mother is. He must have a mother, right? And if we had to guess, it's probably Gardulla the Hutt, who shows up in The Phantom Menace, is the first Hutt outside of Jabba to ever show up in live action. Gardulla becomes like a subsidiary to Jabba's empire, I guess. So it would make sense that Jabba then would bear a child to Gardulla, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a random other Hutt. But we do know that where the fuck is Rhoda, right? Where the hell is the baby? Where is baby Jabba? I want baby Jabba. We all like baby Yoda. I want Rhoda. I want Stinky back. Where's Stinky? And I'm gonna tell you, I think he's still alive. The question here is, we know that baby Yoda ages at a very, very slow rate, okay? And we also know that the Hutts are extremely old, long-lived species, right? So I guess it stands to reason that Stinky could still be a child, could still be like a baby, especially because if you think about Baby Yoda by the time of the Clone Wars animated film, Baby Yoda's already like in his 20s, right? And he would still be a baby at that point. So if Rhoda is, I don't know, Rhoda could be anywhere from 50 to 1 years old at the time of the animated film. But if we're gonna assume that he's 1 years old, like he was just born, I don't know, then he could still be a child by 30 whatever plus years after that event happened. I don't know though. We don't really know how Hutt's age, so it could be that he is an adult. But we do know it's been like 30 years, so he's at least 30 years old, or like I don't know the exact number, but if he was born a year prior to what happened, the events that happened when we first see him in the Clone Wars animated show, then he should be like 32 years old or something. So it does make sense that he would be an adult. So then it makes sense, or what doesn't make sense is, where is he, right? Because wouldn't he inherit? Why would Jabba's empire go to Bib Fortuna, who's his, Jabba's right hand man, and really his like also kind of like a slave. Like he's his major domo, I guess, which is like his assistant, really. Wouldn't it go to, I mean, the way that the Hutt empire seems to work, wouldn't it go to his son, right? So wouldn't it go to Rhoda? And that's why I'm thinking there's something going on with Rhoda. Either Rhoda is a baby still, he might be dead, I don't know. Or maybe that experience with Ahsoka and Anakin in the Clone Wars animated film was so impactful that he decided to like become a hero, and we're going to see him come in the book of Boba Fett. I mean, that seems kind of likely, I'm not going to lie. And that would be pretty dope if we saw, could you imagine baby Rhoda coming back and like fighting his family? That'd be super, super dope. I don't know. He should be a Force sensitive. He should be trained by Luke Skywalker, and he should like avenge his family name. I mean, that would make sense, right? We see that with Darth Vader and Luke. I think it'd be a cool parallel to see Jabba and Jabba's son like have this sort of, I don't know. Probably we're never going to see this character again. All right. If you guys like this video, oh my God, little Rhoda. I want him to come back, but I want him to be a baby still. I hope that's, if I predict that, that'd be pretty dope. It's probably not. He's probably gonna be an adult. They're probably gonna do something lame. The baby slugs are cute. Okay, anyway, if you guys like this video, please go ahead and leave a like, leave a subscription. Go ahead and comment and tell me what the fuck you think happened to Rhoda. What do you think who do you think the twins are, right? Could they just be like some random, I think that'd be pretty boring. I think they're probably Zero's kids, right? Zero already had kids in canon, right? And Zero did die in the Clone Wars, right? But Hutts live a really, really long time, so he could have had kids like a while ago, and they could still be alive today. Anyway, go ahead, leave a like, leave a subscription. I'll go ahead and maybe talk more about the Book of Boba Fett as more episodes come out. This is really a really exciting episode, to be honest. I know that people, I don't know how people are. I know that there's some backlash, like people feel like it's maybe boring or whatever. I'm excited to kind of unravel, I don't know, what's going on with the Hutts and with Tatooine and also with Boba Fett. I really like Boba Fett, and I really like Fennec Shand too. I think they make like a really cool duo, to be honest. I didn't expect to like really find myself really liking Fennec Shand and Boba. I was kind of like in The Mandalorian, like I don't know, but I think they totally sell themselves on the screen in the Book of Boba Fett. So I hope you guys have a good day.